Okay, here we go with the second half of our demo. Again, in our first half, we created the letterhead, or the top part of this business letter. I'm going to come down to my insertion point there on that paragraph mark right below that border. And we want to make sure we don't add any extra spaces to this particular document. All right. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click on my no space style, which will be the same as normal, except it's taking away that extra space when I hit the enter key. Again, my rulers are turned on, and I'm going to hit enter again to create a new blank line. And in my document, again, full block style with a business letter means everything's along the left margin. All right. And unfortunately, the Cengage people, the people that did this chapter for the project, the initial project they had stuff centered in it, which is not proper format for a business letter. So here we go. We're going to drop in. I'm going to go to my insert tab up there at the top, and I'm going to drop in my date and time. Date and time. And that's going to be over here. Insert date and time. Clear over in my text group. All right. And it says select the desired format, and I've got April 19th, 2021. And what we're talking about here is the fully printed out or written out date of the month, the day, comma, and a 4-digit year. So when we say April 19th, 2021, that's just a sample format. We're going to use today's current date. Mine happens to be today's May 4th. It's Star Wars Day. Oh yeah. And if it says update automatically, make sure that's removed, which it is. Okay. May the 4th be with you. These are not the droids you're looking for. Okay. All right. Click on OK to drop in that date. Okay. Now we're going to put in a quad space. Now remember, we just removed, we just set up no spacing, which means we're not going to have an extra space when we hit enter. This isn't like research papers. Quad space means I'm going to hit the enter key 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what that creates, a quad space, actually creates 3 blank lines between my text. Quad space. Middle left, page 6, and I type in what's called the inside address. Mr. Caleb Thomas at 982 Bartlett Street in Live Oak, comma, space, California, CA, space, and 95953. Okay, that's called, again, the inside address. Then I'm going to double click. 1, 2. This is called the salutation. Dear Caleb. We're going to do modified punctuation, which is a colon after the first name in the salutation. Dear Caleb, colon is what we're going to use for our inside address salutation. There on page 6, I'm going to skip building blocks for now. Let's see here. Skip. Okay. And we're going to come over here and hit enter twice to get a double space in there. Okay. And let's see here. We are going to drop in cheater text number 1. So I'm going to go down to my workspace, which you can't quite see, and go back and grab this guy right here. Congratulations to body period, and Control C to copy. I don't feel like typing today, do you? No. And paste. And let's make sure that when we paste that in, we bring it in with keep text only, like so. Okay. Keep text only, and there's our text, student body. All right, and we drop that in there. We're going to put a double space between paragraphs. Okay, hit enter twice. Looks like I'm skipping some more stuff there on insert a building block. I'm skipping that. Boy, I did a lot of skipping here, didn't I? Cheater text number 3. Okay, insert an empty table. Insert an empty table. And it looks like, hold on a second here, it looks like I do need to go back to cheater text and grab we would like to inform you of your important dates, colon. I'm going to copy that, cheater text, which is kind of like just hanging there in the mid-air there, it looks like. And back to my document. I'm going to paste that down here. Okay. And then hit enter twice. Okay. And let's see, we're going to insert a table. Insert tab up here. And table. It says insert an empty table with 1 row and 3 columns. That's 1 row, 3 columns. We call that a 3x1 table. Okay, like so. We're going to put in some stuff here. We're going to type in date down there. Hit tab, event, tab, notes. Do not press tab. Okay, on to page 8. Let's go back to our cheater text. Hopefully you can see enough of what I've got here. I think I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Okay, and I'm in this table. Now this is called the table move handle over here. This little box over here with the 4-headed arrow on it. That's the table move handle. Down here in the bottom right hand corner is what's called the table resize handle. That little white box down there. Okay, I'm going to click up here on my table move handle, and I'm going to copy. Control, select it first of all. Select it, left click, and copy that table. Okay, back to my document. Okay, and I'm going to just be right where I'm at here. I think that's where I need to be at. Oh, that is not where I need to be at. Hit enter. Let's hit tab after that guy, and then let's paste that in there. That also is not what I want here. I don't think. Actually, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's see what this does. Okay, paste options, and I want to merge the table. That looks a lot better. I probably shouldn't have hit enter. This would be a good learning opportunity, though. Merge the table. Okay, so I brought those together. See, I've got that blank row there now where I hit enter, which was kind of dumb. I'm going to left click over here, off to the left to select that row. Right click somewhere, and I'm just going to delete that row. That was kind of a fast maneuver, wasn't it? Okay, so I merged the table, and there's my new table. Okay, and let's see here, Table Tools Design tab. It says remove the first column check mark box if necessary. I'm going to uncheck that. Okay, so I remove that. And on the More button under the Table Styles gallery, I'm looking for Grid Table 1 Light Accent 2. Table 1 Light Accent 2. First row, third column. That guy right there. It brings in that formatting there. Very nice. Okay. We're going to go to the Layout tab here. And down here we have Autofit. We're going to do a lot of this later on in Microsoft, actually Excel and Access. Autofit Contents. And now what Autofit means that we're making each column just a little bit wider than the widest entry in that column. By the way, you can also put your mouse pointer between columns. So you have that little divider line, you get a little crosshair there, and if you double click, it'll also auto-fit that to the widest entry in the cell. Okay, which I'm not sure exactly what I did there, but that's your auto-fit. Okay. Position the middle right, page 8, position the pointer at the boundary above the third column. At the boundary above the third column. The pointer changes to a downward pointing arrow. So I'm going to bring my mouse pointer from above the third column until it becomes a black arrow like so. And I'm going to left click. Okay, and it says Control I to italicize that text. Nice. Okay, click anywhere to remove that selection. Okay, my notes area. The cells selected, click Align Top Center on the Tables Tools Layout tab to center the contents of the selected cells. I guess I should have been in that third column again. Let's do that. And up in my Layout tab, I'm doing Align Top Center. See my 9 choices here? Top, middle, bottom, left, center, right. I'm doing top, Align Top Center there for that particular text. See brief schedule on next page. Okay, there's my notes. All right. Let's see. Table move handle to select the entire table. And we are going to hit the center button, Control E. All right. That is page 8. On to page 9. It says we want to position this, so we're going to drop in a new row. All right. So I'm going to click on that bottom row there, August 23rd. Okay. And up here I'm going to say insert. Now it says insert control. I'm not exactly sure what insert control means. I'm going to say insert above the current row that I'm in. Insert above. So I changed my mind. A while ago I deleted a row. Now I'm adding a row. I'm upper right, page 9. I'm going to type in August 16 through 20. Tab. Welcome week. Tab. Get schedule during orientation. Again, if you're not a fast typer, you can slow me down. Do your best. Whatever. Okay. And it says to... let's see here. It says to click the merge center. Click the merge cells button on the table tools layout tab to merge cells into one cell. So I'm going to select all that text in that last column like so. Okay. I'm going to come up here to merge cells. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn 4 cells into one big cell. Can you see that? So I've got those notes there next to my table there. The notes are centered and they're all in one big cell. Okay? So I'm just formatting my table kind of uniquely there. Okay? Let's go to the paragraph mark below the table and we're going to hit enter. And we're going to go back down to our cheater text here. And we're going to go grab this text here. For orientation, you must do the following through our campus website, colon, got the paragraph mark, copy, back to my Thomas welcome letter, to my insertion point, and paste. Okay, I'm going to hit enter. All right, what I want to do now is I want to start a bulleted list. And one way I can do that is there's the asterisk key up on the keyboard. That's either Shift 8, or if you have an expanded keyboard, there's an asterisk on that. Shift 8, and then hit the space bar. Ta-da! We have a bullet. Isn't that amazing? Okay? And we're going to do a little bit of typing. Complete a housing contract for housing exemption, whoops, let's spell that right, exemption form. Okay, and enter. And I'm going to get my cheater text here. I'm going to grab these 2 bulleted items without the paragraph mark there on the end. Stop right there at dates and Control C. And back to my Thomas welcome letter and paste. This may look kind of goofy just for a second. Okay, it does. But I'm going to come down here and say keep text only. Right on. Okay. Then hit enter twice. 1, 2. And probably again get a double space between my bulleted list and my last paragraph. And let's go grab cheater text number 4. I am confident you will pursue your passions as Sunset State Flying Eagle. Control C. Trying to recruit college students here. Boy, I'll tell you what, some colleges are really struggling right now. Double space there, as we already did. We're going to paste that in there, okay, as our final thing, and hit enter twice. Again, another double space. Let me scroll down here a little bit into my document. Now we have what's called the complimentary close. Sincerely, comma. Okay, and a quad space. 1, 2, 3, 4. This letter is from Lucy R. Song. Now, why did we put the quad space in there between the complimentary close and the writer's name? Well, as you can guess, this is going to be a snail mail letter that we're actually going to print out and physically sign with a pen and send to the person. There's nothing like a personal letter to get people's attention. Okay, Lucy Song, hit enter. Director of Admissions. I'm by at the bottom right, page 9, on to page 10. Okay. And let's see here. SmartArt Graphic. Ooh, boy, this sounds like fun. This sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so we're going to hit Control Enter to insert a page break. Here, what I might do, I might hit the Save button up here, just for laughs. Okay. And let's see, we're on page 10, and we're going to be done with this pretty quick here. Are you ready? Okay. We're going to go to the Home tab, and we're going to hit Center, also known as Control E. All right. Click on your bold button, and we're going to make this font 36. Font color, orange, accent 2, darker 25. That's going to be down here. Orange, accent 2, darker 25. That's what the tooltip tells me. Okay. I'm going to type in orientation and registration. Okay. Enter. Student schedule. Nice. Okay. Select those two lines there that we just typed in there. Like so. Go up to your borders. That's up here. Drop down arrow. And now we're going to do some fancy borders here. Borders and shading. Again, this is text border. Before we did page border. If you remember, I think it was chapter 1 with our flyers. Now we're doing a text border. And we're going to select a box border. And as we build this diagram will tell us what that's going to look like. The color of our border is going to be orange accent 2. Just like that. The border width, instead of a half point, is going to be 2 1/4. Again, there you can see our border. And it's going to be a paragraph border, which means it's going to go around our text. Okay. And somewhere, let's see, I need to do the 5th style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's this style right here, kind of a broken dashed line there. Okay, 5th style. I forgot that initially. Orange color, and I need to go change my width again to 2 1/4. All right, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Paragraph border, and click OK. There's my text. And scroll down here. Let's go right after schedule, if you would. At the end of the second line, hit enter. Now again, I've got to get past that border to keep typing stuff into my document. So I'm going to come up here to my Home tab and click on Clear All Formatting, like so. And let's apply the no space style. So again, we don't have any extra stuff going on there. And we're going to put in 14-point font text, like so. And let's go back to our cheater text here. Again, you can slow me down, stop, whatever, in case you're getting dizzy. All right, I'm going to grab, let's see here. Good question what I'm going to grab. Orientation, double space. I'm going to grab all of this through according period, cheater text number 5. Control C. Back to my document and paste. And let's put that in again as keep text only. Okay, so it brings in, should be now formatted in 14-point Calibri style, right? Okay, so we drop that down that in there. And let's see, it says select the text 2 days. 2 days, select the text, 2 days. Just did that, okay. It says click the underline arrow next to underline. And we're looking for the 6th underline style. How am I doing with my numbers? 6 underline style. Is there a tooltip for that? Dot dash underline. There you go. There's your tooltip. For 2 days. Very nice. Drop down arrow next to underline. And we need to do an underline color of that same theme of orange accent 2. It's going to highlight those words on our text. Okay. And we're on to page 11. Okay. Working with SmartArt Graphics. Select the text 2 days. Okay, select the text 2 days with that formatting. I want to copy that formatting. I'm going to click on the format painter right there. Now if you click on it twice, it's like locked and loaded. If you click on it once, it's for a one-time use. Why don't we just click on it twice just for illustration's sake. Double click. You're like, what happened? Well, when I bring my mouse pointer down into my document, let's try that again. That was a bad example. Okay, let's start over. Select 2 days, like so. Double click. And bring my mouse pointer down. There we go. That's what I intended to do. And see the little paintbrush that's following my mouse, like so. Okay. Now whatever I drag through will have that same orange and different underline style. Okay. And I want to highlight the words dress accordingly. So I'm just going to left click and hold, drag through dress accordingly. And that format for those words 2 days up there are now applied to dress accordingly. We call that the format painter. Now it's still locked and loaded. Can you see that? Now if I want to turn that off, I can either hit my escape key, ESC, or go back and click on my format painter, and now it's off again. Okay? So there we go with our special formatting. Hit enter twice. All right. And we're going to click on the center button, like so. Okay. And we are going to insert, I love these SmartArt graphics. And by the way, if you work in PowerPoint and you're trying to create a really cool PowerPoint, it's got to have SmartArt graphics in it. Insert SmartArt. I'm going to go to the list area. Okay. And where's my group list? I'm going to pause this for a second so I can go for a little search here. I didn't want to bore you with the details of trying to find group lists. It's kind of right there in the middle of my list area. Okay. Put my mouse pointer on it. It says that is indeed the come on, where's my tooltip at? Take my word for it. Group list. There you go. And click OK. We're going to drop that SmartArt text into my document. It says delete shapes from a SmartArt graphic. Click one of the edges of the shapes that says the word text in the rightmost group in the SmartArt graphic to select it. Okay? That's one way to do it. So click one of the edges. So I'm going to click on an edge, like so, and delete. And I can do that again. Okay? Or I can come over here to my text area. And I can just backspace. Now I'm down to 2 different SmartArts that I have listed there. I got rid of that column by deleting both the subtext and the main text title up there. Okay, so that's a way you can edit. You can also edit over here by putting information. You can start typing in text here, here, whatever. And like if you type text over here in your text area, in your flyout window there, it's going to drop it into this first text control. All right. Oh boy. Okay. So that was just kind of a demonstration, but I'm going to get rid of this particular text. I'm just going to show. I was just kind of showing you how to edit and delete text, but this thing could go dragging on forever, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to just delete. Hit my delete key again. I clicked on an edge of my SmartArt to get rid of that. Okay. And let's go back to the cheater text. And let's go grab this entire SmartArt graphic. I'm going to click on that. Click on an edge. Click on an edge. So the whole thing is outlined around the edges. That's important. Control C to copy. Let's pull it back into my document. Okay. And right where my insertion point is, I'm going to paste. Okay. And let's again bring that in with, can we do that with keep text only? I think we're just going to keep it just the way it is. I think we're just fine. Okay. There you go. All right. So we're going to edit this thing. So we got this SmartArt graphic in here. Again, we could have created that, added rows, and typed in all that stuff. It would have taken another half an hour, which we don't have. Let's go up to our SmartArt Tools Design tab. Again, another interactive tab, which shows up when we need it and goes away when we don't. Let's go to Change Colors. And for colorful, let's see. Colorful, it's here somewhere. Colorful accent colors, that's the first one we're going to apply right there. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay. And this whole SmartArt graphic is still selected. Okay. And for the SmartArt gallery, we're going to go up to the subtle effect. Hold on a second. Subtle effect. And SmartArt Styles, I could click the More button if I want to, but it's actually going to be on the first row. Is that my subtle effect? Yep, subtle effect. I'm going to select that, apply that format to my graphic. Just the third item there on my subtle, SmartArt Styles choices. Last page, page 12. All right, and it says display both pages on the screen at once by displaying the View button, View, and multiple pages, like so. Okay. Now my SmartArt graphic can be way bigger. Let's click on an edge of my SmartArt graphic so the entire thing is highlighted. Okay. Let's go up to the SmartArt Tools Format tab. And let's drag, let's get a two-headed arrow down here. Again, the whole thing is selected, note that. Left click and hold, and drag down. And we could probably make it a little wider. Let's make sure we stay on the page though. Oh, I went too far. Undo. Okay, try that again. Drag down. You can see that I'm going off the edge of the page, can't you? Let's let up on that. Oh, that still didn't do it. Can you bear with me for one more try here? We're trying to make it 5.7 wide. No, 5.7 high, excuse me. Let's go drag down again. Oh my goodness, you're probably going, Reardon, stop it. Okay, I'm going to cut to the chase here. Let's go up to size, and let's make it 5.7. 5.7. Is that going to work? Please tell me it does. Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, let's just call that good. Don't touch it anymore. Again, this is live. Come on, give me a break, okay? All right. So we have a letter, we have a SmartArt graphic, and we have a really nice schedule we're going to hand these students. Very colorful, very eye-catching. Don't forget we have to print this out, okay? But we're going to make a letterhead now as well. And so I'm going to drag through it. I'm probably going to have to zoom in a little more here. Drag through my address on the first page, okay? And I'm talking about the return address, by the way. Select the address information on the letterhead portion of the letter in the upper left corner of the envelope, copy and then paste using merge formatting. Okay. So we're going to start with our inside address, who we're mailing this to, and we're going to copy. I'll do that later. So we're going to send this to Mr. Caleb Thomas, okay? And up in my mailings tab, I'm going to select envelopes. We're getting really fancy. We're going to be able to print this all out in one fell swoop. Can you believe it? Okay. And my delivery address is Mr. Caleb Thomas. Very nice. Okay. I'm going to say add to document. I'm actually going to add a letterhead to my document. And there's my letter. Now it's asking me for a return address in the upper left-hand corner. And what I could do is I could come down here and grab Office of Admissions, Novato, California, so on. Grab that and copy it. and go up here to my return address. Maybe I would say Sunset State College. Enter. Paste all that stuff in there, which looks really weird. I'm going to do some dividing up here. I'm going to hit enter after Office of Admissions. Delete, delete. 1001 Canton Street, enter. And when I say delete, delete, I'm not saying backspace. I'm hitting the delete key. Delete deletes everything to the right. Backspace eliminates stuff to the left. Okay? And it looks like I put that in the wrong spot. Hold on here. There we go. And let's hit enter after that. And then let's get rid of that extra space. I'm going to backspace that out. All right. That was kind of a dipsy doodle move there by me there. But I'm going to go up here and save this. So now if I was to go print this out to a laser printer, I could have a number 10 envelope and my paper that's in the printer. And I could say print. I could run over, and it would wait for me, by the way, to put the letterhead in. Wish I could demonstrate this in class. And it would go over and you put the letter in. It would print out the letter. It would then print out in color the letter here. Excuse me, print out the envelope first, then the letter. And then my nice little colored schedule here at the end. And then I'd have Lucy's song come back and sign that. And I would tri-fold or triple fold, put in 3 folds, those 2 pages, and wrap them into the letter, put a stamp on it, and send it off to Mr. Caleb Thomas. All right? And we just created a whole bunch of stuff in this chapter. And that was a real challenge. But you hung with me, and you did a great job. Thank you so much. And after this, we'll be going to the practice exam. Okay?